shit, loot.
Yes.
Anybody at this point.
Absolutely, man. We're gonna get right into it, man.
Jid.
We're gonna let Ari the Foe EP continue to ride while we get through this, man. This is the Rhythm and Brunch podcast. I am your host, More Dutch Young, aka Blunt Fayaz, aka Hits, and your bitch in the street.
Damn. I think the emphasis adds, every episode, the emphasis gets better.
You have to say it like that,
you know
like a pimp named Slickback. So, you have to say it like that.
Yo, bitch in the street.
In the street.
You know what I'm saying? It's me, Epitome, Bob God, a.k.a. Nerdy Niggas Trap 2, a.k.a. Hennessy Okage, a.k.a. Sauce Samurai, a.k.a. I got a new nickname, Big Bougie. That's what you could call me all the time, every time. And what is this, episode 9?
I think we had episode 9, man.
This is episode 9, man. Shea Butter Baby.
Yes, sir. Shea Butter Baby.
Baby.
We giving our flowers to Ari Lennox today, man. I think it's just a great opportunity for her to, or for us to bring her up during the time where R&B is being challenged. We can keep it going though.
Absolutely.
We have a special guest in the building. You guys seen him before. We got our boy Cuddy Bear in the building, man.
It's me.
Yes, sir.
How everybody doing, man?
Yes, sir.
Like
yes,
I'm an honorary R&B nigga. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
Cuddy,
this is
man.
my second home right here.
Absolutely, man. You are a part of the family of the show, man. You can come anytime you want, bro.
Love.
Pull up anytime.
Y'all getting me drunk and shit.
Absolutely, man. This
He
nigga
put 90% juice in that shit.
This is mostly juice. Don't get it food. Y'all know I don't drink. Anybody that know me, I don't do the drinking. I smoke.
Absolutely. And of course, man, behind the scenes, we have another special guest in the building, owner of Dynasty Apparels. We have Jesse in the motherfucking building, man. Make some motherfucking name.
I call him Jesse Juicebox.
Jesse Juicebox?
Pause.
That is wild.
Pause.
That is crazy.
Stop the applause.
That nigga's name on his phone has a juice box next to
That
it.
don't got nothing to do with you.
We gonna have to figure that out.
Box,
Don't got nothing to do with
Y'all
you.
gonna have to start calling me that though, Jesse Juicebox.
I'm not calling you juice box, bro.
He said, no, it's confirmed. It's confirmed, though, yes.
He like
Jesse
that
Juicebox
shit.
is in
Jesse
right now.
Juicebox. That's what
No,
he is,
we go
man.
off camera. I think it's appropriate to figure out what's going on with Jesse Juicebox. And of course, man, last but not least, we got Mellow Miles on the board, aka the lesbian. For P, he a lesbian. Yes, sir. This nigga don't even give himself the applause.
He's looking for the button. He was over there like
I got like
he was looking like Ray Charles on the
confused.
keys.
There's a lot of shit going on over here at the moment, but
Brother, yeah,
After that
gotta
juice
know
box
the-
comment.
the juice box, that's okay.
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
The
That's
juice
what
box
threw me
had
off.
me a little
I'm still
oh,
trying to piece shit
shit.
together. Y'all was just like juice boxing everywhere. We got to get him the juice box.
Especially when a nigga confirmed it. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
shit.
y'all some
He's
freaks.
Juicebox.
Oh.
He's Jesse Juicebox.
Y'all definitely some freaks.
When you check his name, when he he asks you can put whatever you want. It's literally a little apple juice box next to his name.
Yeah, I'm definitely about to text each and every one of you.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
He'd be
And
like, "Don't forget the juice box when you say my name."
Not even a group chat. He was like, I'm texting you personally. Remember, don't forget to call me that shit.
It's like a pimp named Slickback.
And
You
then
gotta say the whole
you
thing.
gotta say the whole thing. Man, before we get into it, man, I definitely want to give out some RIPs, man. This is as a Rhythm and Brunch podcast, we feel like we are the voice of R&B. You know what I mean? We are at least like the voice of the community. You know what I mean? We definitely want to give our RIPs out to P&B Rock. Man, P&B Rock, he put out an album called Catch These Vibes in 2017. I think it was with Atlantic Records. And I mean,
I thought he was signed to Empire.
I think
Maybe
you're
when he
right.
died, he was signed to Empire.
Yeah, he was with Empire when he passed, but
All them niggas that died was on Empire when they passed.
man, my homeboy has a crazy conspircy about that. And I'm like, man,
Does
relax.
it have to do with the
Yeah,
star
all the
rings?
niggas is dying.
Does it have to do with the star rings too?
Anyway,
You right. It was Atlantic.
Yeah, he was with Atlantic during that.
Yeah.
Incredible album. And I mean, I listened to it like I was listening to it that morning. I was just like, because I just remember, I just had some nostalgia, and I just remember how I felt in 2017 listening to that album.
Mm-hmm.
And then like that news came out that at the end of the day, it really fucked me up.
The same shit happened to me with Michael Jackson.
Really,
Like
I was listening to him.
I went through a whole just marathon of just watching fucking Michael Jackson videos. And the next day he died. I
The
was
most
like,
disrespectful nigga
crazy.
ever. though.
What?
Michael Jackson's disrespectful, bro.
That's crazy. I mean,
because
that's
of the Remember the Time video.
All of the videos. He always went into that shit, fucked some shit up,
yeah.
danced,
Took your girl,
left.
took your bitch.
Took
And
your bitch by
disappeared.
dancing. Yeah.
And then I always thought like bad they was coming to fuck with him because he took that bitch.
yeah. It was all the niggas all together coming back to. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a great concept.
That's
I fuck
fire.
with that.
That's fire. You just made a whole
was
nother
karma.
YouTube.
That's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, P&B Rock, R.I.P. to him.
RP, man, definitely. And also, Jesse Powell, man, one of the best voices in R&B.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Let's go.
I only knew that one song.
Hey, but listen though.
Yeah, I only knew that one song.
But how do you feel about that one song?
It's a dope motherfucking song. I'm just saying that.
Timeless.
You know, like when my Twitter went crazy when he passed, I had to go do some research because I was like,
oh, he sing that joint.
ah.
That was me. I was like,
You know, that's just like when someone asks you what's another Tevin Campbell song other than
Right.
Can We Talk?
Right. And then you find out like he sang all the songs on the Goofy movie that you that you memorized that you loved. When
crazy.
you was a
is that
kid.
real?
Yeah.
Tevin Campbell?
Tevin Campbell was a voice behind
Powerline.
That's crazy.
Absolutely. Yeah. Fire. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Legend. But no, Jesse Powell, that song You. Bruh, I know that song word for word, and I've known that song word
fire.
for word since I was a kid because I was liking girls, you know what I'm saying? I had I dedicated that song to a girl, and I just memorized the song, and I'm like, man, I'm getting married to this song, and I'm still, if I'm ever fortunate, I'm still.
It always. I like that song a lot, but then as I grew older, I kind of fell into the Raheem Devon You.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of.
I like Bulletproof. Y'all know Raheem Devon Bulletproof?
Yeah,
That shit different.
yeah.
Different. I fuck with that.
Nah, yeah.
I ain't heard him since.
He's low key a city boy.
Oh, most definitely.
Raheem Devon,
Most
low key a city
definitely.
boy.
He's dirty dog.
Yeah, nah,
He'll
he'll
play Mr. Midnight. I'll
he'll-
take your bitch.
He'll roll up
That's
a
what
blunt
that
and take your
song's
bitch.
about. That's what
He'll
song's
roll a
about.
blunt up and take your bitch in a
I don't know
second.
what's been going on with Buddy because he's been dropping some trash
Raheem?
in the past couple
It's been
years.
some mid.
I ain't even heard
Bro,
nothing.
you didn't even go back and play none of them. Cuddy didn't even know it came out.
Yeah, I didn't know. Since
Bro,
Bulletproof.
the past 2-3 albums he put out, because he's been putting out an album every quarter. They've been weird collabs with random Detroit rappers. And I'm just like, bro.
Raheem Devon on the
bro?
Detroit scene.
Bro,
It's fire. I actually kind of respect it a little more.
I know if it was Detroit,
That's
Detroit.
fire.
If it was like Louis Ray or
Yeah.
like
I don't know
Rio,
what-
Rio,
like,
though.
this nigga got a
like
song
a
with
collab
Peasy.
with like
Hold
I
on.
don't
If
know.
Raheem
Raheem
different.
Devon got a song with Peasy,
I'm turning it
fucking
on.
with it.
But that's
fucking
not the
with it.
Detroit niggas he's fucking with.
Oh, okay, about to say like, yo.
That's
He ain't got
crazy.
no track with Vezo, man.
I mean, we got one
Hey,
with
you
that.
know,
I'm like,
Bezo,
yo.
Bezo got on the new label and was like, you know what I need?
Let me get
He
that
was like,
Raheem
he was like
feature.
QC, pull the strings. I need the Raheem
Push the
Devon
button,
beat.
Raheem
Vezo
Devon.
signing QC now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's fire.
That's pretty good.
is,
Hey, man, it's
man,
not a hip hop
it is.
podcast. How about that?
We're talking about Raheem Devon.
Okay,
My bad.
We're talking about Raheem Devon and I swear if it's
Y'all teaching me so much right now.
nah.
Come on, bro. That's gonna set R&B aflame.
That'd be crazy. I would be on Raheem Devon's. I'll be on both sides. I'll fuck with it. That's all. It's not an R&B podcast.
You
Hip hop
would
podcast.
slap the shit out of R&B events.
Yes. Immediately. So yeah, man. Shit, man. Let's get into the new music, bro. What you listening to?
So, Brahana is not really per se new, but I just got put on him.
Brahana.
I remember Gray Love. He had a song called Gray Love. Not today.
I just know
Love.
that
That shit was
it's
hard.
the fucking sample in this Golden song. Like when that sample flips, it just fucking took me out. Like
I found Brahana around the same time I found Amine.
Our people on YouTube will be back right after this.
The second song, which was this one, Honest. The one that was just playing, J Howe, Honest. That's also the name of the album.
you was about to say something.
I was like, man, this nigga right
It could
here.
be though. It could be. Give me a few more weeks. It really could be one of them ones.
Album of the year.
It could be.
Thinking? You
It's
think?
it's that good, bro. I'm not even playing.
Did y'all
It's
hear
really-
Chris's album? Chris Brown?
Yes. Yes, we
You think
heard.
you think of
it,
album
took,
of the year?
it took us 7
I'm not
days to
saying-
listen to it.
I'm-
Yes,
I'm not-
but we listened to the album. Yes.
I'm not saying it's album of the year, but that
Because
shit,
it's not even in my top.
that shit was.
It's not even in my top 5.
He got cookers on there.
Yeah.
You got some
R&B cook like
Yeah.
Chris ain't gave me nothing like that in a long time.
So let's just go ahead and talk about it because
I was about to get him. You want to
we
get
haven't
him?
talked about it.
All right, let's go.
I think that
It's
all
supposed
of
to
the
be
songs.
Aria, but go ahead.
We're about to get into it. We got an hour, nigga.
We got it.
All the songs with Chris Brown by himself were cuts. All the features on that album, almost every one of them, I was like, wow.
You're a liar.
No, come on, Cuddy.
You're a liar.
Nah. Okay, how about this?
Him and Tiller killed that Need You right here.
No.
You go, okay, all
I'm
right.
addicted
No,
to
no,
it.
no.
Him and Lil Baby. Him and her on Closure.
He picking R&B. He picking.
I'm not
singers,
picking any.
right?
I'm
You-
picking
yeah,
all
yes,
the
you
songs
are.
I listen to.
Nigga, if you all right, so all right. How about this?
Nigga, Fabio. I'm about to catch a body
Nah,
tonight.
he didn't need Fabio on that song. No, he didn't need Fabio.
He did, okay. He didn't need Fabio
My
on the
whole thing
song.
is when I listen to those songs, they sound like Fabio would have called Chris Brown to be on that song.
That
Chris
should have
Brown
been a
didn't
Fabio
need to call
song,
Fabio.
not Chris Brown song.
That song was
The
done.
only reason he put Fabio on there is because it was a New York trap beat.
Nigga, he had 3 verses on the song. The song was
Chris
like
had
8
3
minutes,
verses.
bro.
Chris had 3
He
verses.
did not need
And
Fabio,
then he put
bro.
Fabio on there too. That song is 5 minutes and 36
why-
So
seconds.
why
is this nigga on the
So
song?
so the length of the song is what y'all don't like.
No,
I like that he did 3 verses.
I actually love the song, love the hook.
That's all I want.
And hold on, wait. But then, how about this? I love the first minute and 30. But then it's like Fabio
It
on
gets
this.
a
I'm
lot.
like,
It becomes a lot.
But then Chris come back with like 2 more verses. I'm like, yo.
Okay, and then you talked about her.
Don't say nothing bad about her.
I love her.
I'll jump across
I
this
love
table.
her.
I might be on Cuddy's side on that one. What you about to
Watch
say?
your mouth.
What you about to
That
say?
was just a mids verse from her, man. It was cool.
This nigga's crazy.
It wasn't nothing great, man. I
You
love
You
her.
sound
I'm
you
not
sound like
listening to
you
that.
sound
I'm
like
not
you
listening
need
to
closure.
Oh, you know what it sounds like? We need to go back and talk about hers last album because none of you
was
talk.
cool. It was cool.
Hers
The
last
song
album
about
was
eating
not
pussy
cool.
that got
Hers
EST?
album was not cool. It was mids
No.
as fuck.
No.
It
Yeah,
was
you
mids
wildin'.
as fuck. Hers last album
wildin'.
was mids as fuck. Name me
wildin'.
3 songs off of it.
I
Name
don't
them.
feel like it.
Because you can't.
I don't feel like naming
You
these
can't.
songs. No, I can't. I probably could.
Mid is extreme.
Yeah, I think that's extreme.
It was
for
20
her.
songs.
Mid is
It was 20
crazy.
songs and probably 7 of them were good.
You're crazy. No,
Play-
no, I'm
pull
not
it
gonna,
up.
I'm not gonna.
Her?
Pull it up.
I'm
Talking about the
not
her
gonna-
The
album.
last
not
album,
gonna
the
agree
one
with
with the Chris Brown song, pull it up.
No,
That
no,
album-
no. I'm talking about
The one with the Chris Brown.
No,
It's
not
the one with the Chris
I'm
Brown
pulling
song.
up
That's
her
the
album.
one.
I'm pulling up.
That's the one I'm talking about. Has Chris Brown on it.
Back
back in my mind, right?
yeah, back in my mind.
Nigga. Come
Go
on,
ahead.
man.
This shit
Mean
was
it.
cold. This is
Come
the
on,
one that
man.
had
Mean it.
damage.
Paradise Damage.
Man,
Closer
this
to me.
nigga-
I said 7. It's
hold
20
on.
songs.
I'm about to name these. I'm naming them.
Do it, bro.
All right, boom. All right, hold on. Let's go. Back in my mind. That's 1. Yeah.
No.
You're not gonna get back in my.
I hope her watches this.
I'm sorry.
I hope she
YouTube.
watches it too.
I'm sorry.
Actually,
YouTube.
I apologize. It's 22. It's 22 songs. I said 7 out of 22. It's 22 songs, Dutch.
But
This
the
is
point
not a memorable album.
The point.
You wildin'.
I don't know about that, man.
You wildin', bro.
I'm okay with this.
Oh, can I have it all? You like that shit?
You wanna know Glenn problem? Glenn get bored easy.
Maybe that is it. Has your
Okay.
attention span?
So you
your
like
attention span is
you
up?
like
Glenn attention
trauma?
span is
You like
very-
trauma with Corday?
This next song.
Damage is fire.
Yes.
You like Find a Way with Little Baby? Lie to me.
Next song.
Lie to me. You like Bloody Waters? Lie to me.
Next song.
Lie to me. Closer to me.
Yes.
It's a good song. Come Through with Chris Brown. Good
Yes.
song. My Own. You like that shit? Play it.
Yeah.
Play it.
I like.
Play it.
I think
Play
I
it.
like my own.
You like Lucky?
Hold on. Wait.
You don't
wait,
remember
hold on,
any of these
hold on,
fucking
wait,
songs.
wait.
That's my point.
No.
If
I
we
think
went
I like
back to
my
those
own. I think I like my
if we
own.
went back to them her albums, every fucking song slaps. This album is not good, bro. It's
Not
not.
good. I'm not listening to not good. I'm not fucking with that. I'm not fucking with that.
I said 7 out of 22.
See, I
Prove me
think
wrong.
nowadays we in an era where when some shit ain't like over the top
It don't
extraordinary,
gotta be
you
over
say
the
it's
top.
shitty.
No, 7 out of 22 is not good numbers, Cuddy Bear.
That's not a good ratio.
That's not a good ratio, but
But what? Because she can sing?
Yes.
Fuck that.
it's
Jasmine
her.
put out a
She can do
classic.
more than sing.
She can sing. I love her.
Her can do a lot.
That's
She can
why
play
this
instruments.
album isn't good. She's amazing, and this album is not up to her. She literally dropped 3 like classics. Like I love all those albums. I'm not a hater.
Yeah.
The one with the shadows, I play that album front to back. Then when she did the 3-part album, I love almost every song on that. So I'm a her fanatic.
We
were at the her concert,
those are all EPs,
and guess
though,
what?
by the way. Those are all
No. The Shadow ones are 18 songs.
You talking about
The Shadow ones are 18 songs. The one with Jungle and shit.
Okay,
Yeah, them are full fucking albums. And then the other ones are 3 EPs that come together to make a 22-song album.
Right. And that was
And
still
all
good.
of them were fire.
Yeah, it
So
was
then
still
when you put out a new album and we've been waiting 2 or 3 years, and I like 7 or 8 out of 22.
Yeah, that's not good numbers.
And I'm not. Those 7 or 8 are great songs, and that's also why I feel some way about Chris Brown. You gave me 36, and I like 10 or 12.
I mean, that is like the whole crux. I don't agree with his analogy all the way, but that is the crux of it. Is like, we haven't talked about Chris Brown's album yet.
So we gon' my bad for cutting you off.
Yeah, go ahead.
But so the 10 songs that are great, we just gonna bypass that.
No.
This
If
one's
that
great.
was the album, it'd be a classic.
Exactly. Only
If that
because
was
he
the
had
album?
another 12 that we were like, nah. Like literally, me and Glenn did this. We literally, because I love the songs that are him by himself. I am going crazy over.
I'm challenging that too.
Over him.
He
So here's the
It's
thing.
the second
but here's
half
the
of the
thing,
album.
though.
If it's 24
an
songs,
entire
it's
album,
songs
bro.
13
Hold
through
on,
24.
wait. It's an entire album. Okay, that's the point. So I'm sorry. So when we're talking about full project, and we want to say something is a classic album, we're gonna say like less than 3 skips, my nigga. Like literally less than 3 skips.
Did you listen to the deluxe of Breezy and skip less than 3 songs?
I skipped all that shit. But listen, this is my point. I love the standard Breezy, right? This is my point. When an album come out, right, are we automatically wanting it to be classic before we deem it a good album?
No.
He does.
No, I don't.
Yes.
So
you
what's
do.
wrong? What's wrong with 7 to 10 songs being good out of
If
22?
it's 22 songs.
We in the era, and I can show you. We in the era where you could literally control how many songs from an album you want
so let me
to
answer
listen
your question.
to.
Let me answer
Like
your
the
question.
Chris album,
Hold on.
I don't have everything on here, but I got the ones on here.
So
This is enough
Okay,
for me to say the album is okay.
Let's lead
next
into
level shit you're doing right now, but all right.
Let's lead into our next shit. So let's talk about Ari's new album, right?
Yeah.
How many did you play?
Let me go to it. All right, I played the whole thing all the way through.
I was about to say,
twice.
I played it.
But you know, with your
Sex
analogy,
location. But
how
if we
many
go in
did
there,
you keep?
if we go in there, listen, I don't like everything on here. I haven't went through and did my like I did with the last one.
So what's an album this year that you could give me that again? Let's talk about it. Let's do Lucky Day. How many did you keep?
Lucky Day, I kept everything.
Okay.
Candy.
So
Drug
it
was-
sounds like your standard of what's good, you're allowing artists to get away with just doing what the fuck they want, which is fine.
Hold on. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, that's
That's
what
I
I'm
said.
trying to figure
I
out.
followed up and said, which is fine. But for me, if you're going to give me 22, I'd like 12 to be good. If you're going to give me, if you're going to give me 10,
that negates your
I
whole
feel
point
like
about
you
Chris
are
Brown because
entitled.
We like 12
That's
of
what I'm
those
saying.
fucking 22 songs.
Why don't
okay,
you
and
just
that's why
delete
I
the other
didn't say-
ones?
I said I like Breezy. I don't love it. Right? I said I didn't like
No,
her.
That didn't start off this way.
No, it did not.
It didn't
No.
start off
I
this
said
way.
hers
It did
album
not.
was trash.
It did not.
I said hers album was mids. I like 7 out of 22. I said I like 12 out of 24 for Chris Brown.
All I'm saying is instead of going in on her, why not just save those 7 songs and then that be what it is, like that you like from her album, instead of saying fuck her for giving us 13 shitty ass songs along with those 7 great ones.
Which is kind of I wanted
Go ahead.
to interject with that. Do you think that's probably why we're in an era where a lot of higher tier artists are doing that with their projects? They're releasing 30, 40 songs. And
Alicia Keys had a lot of songs.
And it's meant
I didn't
for
like a
you,
lot of them.
but it's meant for you as the listener to curate your own best part of it. Whatever
That's
you don't
what I'm
like, you don't
thinking.
like.
So-
but most people do that with these albums. I've been doing this shit since Chris did his first album.
Yeah.
Drake came out with Scorpion.
I'm not hip to it.
I've been
If-
making my own album, what they come out with. And guess what? The songs that I think is top tier, other motherfuckers is like, I ain't even fuck with half of those songs that you like on theirs. And they show me theirs. I'm like, bro, you listening to Absolute Mid. What are you talking about? But at all in all, it has enough content on there for you to make your own personal playlist type of album.
That's interesting. That's an interesting point.
So let's go ahead and say one thing real quickly while we're talking about it. Wrong. They're putting out all those songs. They're putting out all those songs because it boosts the Billboard numbers. It's harder now to have a 10-song, 6-song that's going to chart as much as a 20-song. Chris Brown has been dropping all of these records, and each time he breaks a record just because of the amount of songs.
He didn't break a record this time.
I'm just saying, there's been 3 other albums before this one that were 36 and 45 songs that broke records just because of the amount of times that people have to stream. Migos' last album was 20-something songs too. If you're looking at the people that are on big major labels, they're dropping full records because that's how you manipulate the system with Billboard.
I agree with that part, but you're still only looking at this from only the business side of shit.
Exactly.
I'm talking about the consumer part.
As an artist and a consumer part too. As an artist, I don't give a fuck if you tell me to boost my income. Yeah, release an album that has 40 songs on it. But I suffer in my overall career. Why would you make that change? You have it has to make sense on both halves. People are still curating their own pieces of those albums. Yes, it is manipulated. We all know that.
I didn't know people were doing that.
Hell yeah,
that's what I'm doing.
That's very interesting, and
the game
that
changed.
might change my
the
view
game
of a lot
changed
of
when
artists.
it came to streaming, bro. The game changed when it wasn't go out and get your record, and people started to really figure out mad different ways to get paid and boost their stats and get those plaques on the walls and everything. Things change, but I'm also you can't tell me that listening to these albums, like you said, if 7 songs off of a 22 track album, but you made you a 7-song album and you can constantly listen to those 7 songs, you didn't get what
It
you
wasn't a
wanted.
miss. It wasn't a miss to me.
That wasn't their motherfucking intention. The label did that, not the artist.
So why are you taking it out on the artist?
I'm not taking it on the
Yes,
artist.
you are.
No, I'm not.
That's what you're doing.
You set up
I'm not.
because what we're doing right now is we hold on, wait. What we're doing right now is we, as the voice of R&B community, you're saying that this album is trash, but you're not. But you're. But hold on, wait. Okay, nigga, you use the word trash,
Mids
and mids today.
Okay.
Trash and mids have been used.
Plural
by,
mids.
Can I ask you a question?
Hold on, no, I'm not done with mine.
Okay.
Because nigga, nerdy niggas trap 2 fucking use the word trash and mids today. Okay? Now what we're saying is, and what I'm hearing is, and I'm learning this today, that consumers are curating the albums.
Fam,
That
I
is
take
incredible.
it a step further.
That is incredible.
I'll take it a step further, bro. If you go to any social, or not social, but any of the DSPs, bro, you know that the number one thing is playlists.
Exactly.
Why don't you think people are doing that themselves?
to the albums?
No, playlists.
And
We're in a playlist era.
Well, I understand the playlist.
So why not people do that themselves?
Well,
It's
listen,
like you making a playlist out of the album itself.
Well, listen, I understand the playlist concept, and even the concept of Drake having like a playlist album. Well,
Yeah.
I forgot what album that was.
That was
but-
More
More
Life.
life.
But that was like
2017.
a playlist type of album. It wasn't really like supposed to be cohesive or anything like that. It's just the song. Here are just some songs that I know you're gonna fuck with, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying that I'm just not hip enough to know that, like. So you're saying you're doing this to the album.
I'm doing this to the albums. I did this to Jack Harlow's shit. All the Jack Harlow songs on there wasn't fire.
I need to just like.
Dutch,
So-
I wanted to ask you a
So,
question, Dutch. How do you go about an album? When you're listening to an album, how do you break it down?
So for me, I guess I'm just very old school with it. When I look at an album, when I look at an artist approaching an album, I think that is like a certain stage of their career where they're saying, like, here is a presentation of the real me to everyone. After I reached this certain level that I wanted to reach.
I can agree with that.
So when I hear an album, I'm looking for not only your growth and versatility, but a project that's being put together that all makes sense. So and you know what? To be honest, I'm actually fans of artists that don't really pay attention to that. They don't care about that, but that's why you have executive producers who would put together, they'll pick they'll help you pick the order of your songs and how it all cohesively goes together, how it's pleasing to the ear. So that's how I listen to it. So when I listen to your album, even if it's 20 songs, 10 songs, I'm gonna listen to it as a complete whole. And if you're gonna have me skipping, like, I'm not fucking with this, I'm gonna be like, nah, this ain't cool.
So the whole experience is a turn off at that point because of the skips. Is what you telling me?
And if it's too many skips, it can be, yes.
So
I'm gonna say like, yeah, that song
the
was dope.
skips take
Yeah, that
away
song
from
was
the
dope.
songs that are dope.
No, the
No.
skips
The
take away
skip
from
take
the
away from
quality
the
of the
experience
project.
of the album.
It takes away from the quality of the project. to
Okay,
me.
I'll give you that.
Now,
No.
I said 7 songs, right? Those 7 songs are bops. Play them 7 songs all the time, whether they're on a playlist or not. I know the 7 songs that I like.
But the album altogether,
But the
you're
album
saying,
altogether wasn't it for me. So let's talk about it. One of the big things, my favorite thing about the Beyonce album is the transitions
Yeah.
from song to song. When I listened to Beyonce's album, though it wasn't my favorite Beyonce project, it was a complete idea. I see exactly where you went. I see the transitions. I see as the album builds. It's a cohesive project, right? When you take these songs and say, I'm making my own album and putting it in my own order, you're taking away from the creative ability of that artist.
No, that's
This
not what I'm
album, Wait. This album was put together to sound a certain way. Adele called Spotify and said, take away the shuffle feature on my songs. Take away the shuffle feature on my songs.
she's a
Why is
traditional
that?
artist,
I'm
yeah.
with that.
But my point is, when we listen to a whole project, I'm listening to what came after this song to this song to this song to this song.
Right.
What was the idea? What made it happen? Because this is an album. Now, there's some artists that I listen to and I don't really care. If I put on, let's just say, a Moneybagg Yo project, I don't give a fuck what the next song is. I don't even give a fuck.
But there's a specific reason
wholeheartedly
that you're
agree.
there's a specific reason that you're putting that music on
Absolutely.
at a certain time.
But if I'm
where-
listening to her, and I've had these experiences, I've had personal experiences with her's music.
right.
I played that album through some crazy times in my life. And the transitions, I was there. I felt like I was with her in the studio. Like, I'm like chilling, like, damn, bitch, that's what you gonna do next?
Yeah.
Don't call
That's
her a bitch.
crazy.
Don't call her
No,
a
he,
bitch.
feel, he ain't got with bitches that say bitch. But
I'm just.
He ain't want bitches to say bitch.
All right, hold on. I have a reply to that though, real quick.
I have a question for you.
Okay, let's
and
go.
maybe it helps you reply. So after hearing how we listen to albums, what is your rebuttal? How do you listen to albums today? Because
I listen to albums the same exact way. This is a afterward thing for me. Like, I'm listening the same way. I'm not about to just go through and skip through. I'm gonna take your project at face value the way you need me to. I'm gonna listen to it track 1 to the end, and then I'm gonna make my decision. I'm gonna go back through a few times and listen to your album how it is, and then once I'm familiar with how your album is, once I've gotten through all what y'all talking about, the theme and the production and making sure everything is cohesive and all of that, then I'm going to go through and say, okay, which ones don't I like? Okay, I don't want them in the mix no more. That way I can go back to this album and it can be
kind of a bump.
non-skippable.
I love that. But my question is, you still have an immediate feeling about the project because you decided to cut those songs off. You decided to change it. You are agreeing with me. You're just doing it in a nicer way.
Can I play devil's advocate real quick?
Sure.
One, music is received in a way that everybody can kind of interpret
Absolutely.
their own. They curate their own. Everybody's not listening to the same shit, right? So I think what we're doing is we are keeping that shit complete, and we're stopping there, and we're gonna base the artist. We're gonna judge the artist and their attempt this time, their whatever installment it is, as what it is, and then say like, they're having a bad year, or like kind of like sports, like, man, I didn't like their shooting percentage this year, or I didn't, they wasn't hitting it for me like they was in their last album, right? But what it sounds like Cudi is doing, his ears and how he consumes music is like, okay, he goes through that and he'll say, yeah, the project, either I loved it or it wasn't that great, but after I figure out whether it was good or great, I'm gonna just go ahead because it's one of my favorite artists.
Love this.
But listen.
But because that's he's a fan of that artist. So it's like, I'm not gonna completely say that one of my favorite artists did a trash job. I'm gonna say that out of this project here, I'm a heart this song. I'm a heart that song. I'm a heart
what
that song.
this is, and let me just break
Correct.
it down for you. It's actually the same thing, bro. It's just the optimistic view and the pessimistic view.
And I agree with
It's
both of
the
y'all.
exact same thing.
I agree.
I said I like 7 songs. The album was mid.
That's been my
Cudi
argument.
Bear said, I listen to the album and pick my favorite songs.
My argument with Glenn has been that I feel like I'm on more of the
You're
okay.
on the
Why
pes-
don't
you're on the
yeah?
optimistic
I'm on the
side.
optimistic
It's
side.
literally the same thing. It's just that
I favor the
instead
artist.
of saying this, it was bad. Says, well, I just picked my.
I'll
songs.
give you the benefit of
So
the doubt
you're
because you
just-
did
it's just-
give
Right,
me some
because you're a
gems.
fan of the artist.
You didn't give me nothing. It's some
Right.
people that got some albums that I ain't listening
So-
to shit.
so
Now
in-
that's
in
where
this-
I'm like
yeah.
Glenn. That's where I turn into Glenn. When you give me an album that ain't got shit on there,
Yeah.
then I get mad. I'm knocking all this shit over.
Yeah.
But
So
if you give me 7, that's an E EP.
It's very much the same view, but a positive light instead of a negative light.
Okay.
Right?
Want it.
All right. So let's transition into our topic of the day.
Shea butter, baby.
Even though the album is called Age, Sex, Location.
Yeah.
But-
But we.
yeah, but
I
we like the
I
title.
fucks with y'all.
We were gonna call it. Dutch had an idea to call it age, sex, rotation.
But I didn't want to get nobody in trouble. I didn't want to get,
So
especially
before-
Juice Box
wait.
Jesse over there.
Jesse just.
This nigga
So
over here is killing her.
while this is important, I think that we should talk about this before we get into Ari, because this album very much is a testament to being single as an older person, and that's what Dutch said,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I
so
think that's
being that this album's about being single,
Yeah.
you should lead with a dating story.
God damn it. You are a bitch.
That
If we get into dating stories, give me some vibes to play in the background while we
Play that Plenty
talk
of Fish.
this
Yeah,
over.
play that plenty of fish. Play that plenty of fish.
Okay, I got a little not a plenty of fish story, but I'll give a Tinder story.
You got a Tinder story.
It'd be real-
I have
it'd be
never
real
had
quick.
a Tinder profile before.
Oh boy, I got them all.
I've never had-
Cali. When I was in Los
I think
Angeles,
I got
Hey, ho, Dutch.
I've
Dutch,
had one of
introduce
them.
her.
No,
Introduce
she
her.
introduced
she-
herself. You know what it is.
Hi.
Hi.
Introduce myself.
Key just walked in,
It's
y'all.
Lolo, aka K Mac, the Mac,
You're
Vicky Smalls,
Just got back from Atlanta.
the real Miss Mac.
It's some shrimp and grits in that pan.
Miss Mac, if you're nasty.
and Miss Mac if you motherfucking nasty.
I'm nasty.
It's some shrimp and grits in that pan.
Yes, please. Oh yeah, the shrimp and grits was provided by the star of the show, Guru.
Mr. Chef Guru.
Yes, sir, Chef
Guru Chef.
That's wild. That nigga said
Before
Mr.
we get
Chef.
into these dating stories,
Yeah.
we're gonna leave you YouTube one more time, and we'll be back in just a minute.
So I got like a Tinder story. I mean, it didn't even make it to the date, and to be honest, I think it's still appropriate because, like you said, this is like a kind of a singles, a dating type of album. As a 30s.
Yeah.
So
She gonna leak it.
man, there was this chick, her profile said like, yo, like just giving all the rules, like, yo, don't be weird, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm not gonna come over the first night. No, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna send no pictures, no, I ain't gonna do none of that. So I'm like, all right. So I end up matching with her, whatever. And we talking in the chat, blah blah. We eventually get to the point where it's like, okay, let's exchange numbers.
I got a question.
Okay, go.
So do you is this in order to have this feature where you could talk? Because every time I've been on Tinder, it seemed like they want me to pay. Is you paying in order to message
Fuck
these
no,
people?
hell no. Fuck suck my
Okay,
dick. Fuck
okay,
no.
maybe I'm
not
off
paying
then.
for shit. I'm not paying for shit.
All right,
Nigga
cool.
said, no,
Continue.
fuck no, suck my dick.
This is it's already because it already feels some type of way just to even download these motherfuckers.
That's why I'm like, bruh, they want me to pay? I don't
So-
just to message somebody?
it already feels some type of way to even do that. So, but I mean, shit. What's the meme going around in Kansas City right now? This is the worst place to date in America, and that's after Wichita, Kansas, and no one knows where the fuck Wichita is. So
Is that really the thing?
yes,
We really the worst?
we are the number one, and it's not the first time. So
It's probably because of me.
no,
Or
it's because of
it could
Juice
be.
Box
I was-
Jesse.
It's
That damn juice box Jesse.
because of
I
Jesse
just
Juice
want to
Box.
let y'all know that I'm a Tinder monster.
Monster. Boy.
Let's go. All right, so we end up exchanging numbers, right?
Yeah.
And so you remember what it said on the profile, like don't do this. You ain't I ain't about to come over. I ain't
All
doing
that shit changed.
I ain't nigga. She calls me on FaceTime while she's in the shower. So I'm just sitting here just you know. But she like, you know, taking a shower, just washing her titties and shit like that. The bitch got a shower cap on, and so she, you know, I'm like, yo, what's up? Like she was like, you know, you look like you got something to say. So I was like, yeah, I'm mad that our first call is you calling me with a shower cap on your head. And she was just like kind of thrown off by that. The conversation got weird as fuck, and
so you roasted her. You wasn't supposed to roast her. I'm gonna let you know right now where you went wrong. She was butt ass naked on purpose for you.
She was already
and
alive.
Guess what you did?
You
roasted her.
I had to roast her though.
Only Dutch.
It's like
only Dutch.
Damn.
it was a
Dutch.
defense mechanism. I mean, she threw me off.
Because of the titties?
She threw me off.
Defense mechanism because
So whenever you,
So I'm thinking right now, like you're like presenting yourself as this like, no, like don't, you know, hey,
It's
this
a
is
trap.
this is
I'd have done the same thing, bro. That sounds like a trap to me.
yeah.
You
Why
telling
didn't
me
you-
don't be weird,
why
don't
didn't
do all
you-
this and that, and you answer ass naked. The first thing I'm
Why
gonna do is like,
didn't you-
okay, you
y'all
said
like
a
y'all-
trap.
Why didn't you
Y'all like y'all never
compliment
met a
her?
woman.
I'm roasting
No,
you.
no, cause this is how I would do it too. Like, okay, so you obviously, you know, trying to be sexy and everything. So I'm gonna do the thing that you least expect a nigga to do. I'm not about to bug over it. I'm not about to
He's
bug
right.
over
He's
it.
right. He got me. He
I'm
got
not
me.
What
about
if
to
she-
bug
I'm
over it.
not-
yo.
what if she had
You
on
want
a-
me to trip over the fact that you naked? I've seen plenty
I've
of
seen
titties
plenty
before.
of titties before. It's not.
I
I've
feel
seen
you.
your side. I've seen your type of titties.
I feel you. This is my stance on just that shit.
Okay.
I always let the woman initiate it. Period.
That was that was some initiative right there, my
That's
nigga.
what I'm saying.
That was some
That was
crazy
the
initiative.
open door, but you
I ain't
decided to
want that
roast
door.
her.
I ain't want that door. I ain't want to open that.
What if she was
I
wearing-
ain't want the key to that.
What
One.
if she was wearing a Dragon Ball do-rag?
I'd be like, that's fire, baby. That's fire.
That's fire, baby.
You actually got me right there. You might have got me. But yeah, that's that's my dating
Well,
story.
that's
man.
just me and Dutch, bro. We virgins anyway. We don't know how to deal with shit like that.
yeah.
I'ma
we
pray
are
for y'all.
Virgins, man. I mean,
Definitely pray for y'all.
tender, man.
So recently, me and this girl been talking for a minute, and I was like, hey, you know, we always be hanging out. Let's go out. You know, let's go somewhere. I was like, I'm going to come at 7, wear a dress, put some heels on. You know, we going out. So I pull up. She's wearing sweats.
Hey,
And
I feel it. I feel
I'm
it.
like,
There's only two things with
all
come
right,
with
look,
sweats.
I'm
I
like,
feel
all
it.
right. So then she gets in the car and she was like, hey, man, can we just go to your house, play Super Mario, drink some Douce and eat Jay's chicken?
The answer is yes.
And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I would have fell in love.
Oh yeah, that would be it.
And then like, hey, there wasn't no sex, wasn't nothing.
You know me.
We literally drank Douce, ate Jay's chicken, and played Mario all night.
That is
And I
fucking.
took her home, and I was like,
That's
damn,
fire.
I really like you.
Yeah, he was like, I
I was
like you.
Wow.
Wow.
It's like,
Oh my
damn, this is the
goodness.
cheapest date I ever had. This shit was like $22.
That is fire.
And she's watching right now. I want to do it tomorrow.
Straight up. I need to find me one of them.
Yeah.
That's
I
fire.
was like, what you want to do for your birthday? And she's like, we can go to 54th. I'm like,
54th?
54th?
Her birthday. You taking her out already?
Shit.
There you go,
sipping
Kilolo.
hard.
There you go,
It
Kilolo.
ain't simping. It ain't simping. Usually these dates cost money. Y'all women are not cheap. And our first dates was let me eat Jay's chicken. I knew that I was gonna be cool. She said, let's
Yeah,
go
you
for
knew
the
it was gonna be
birthday.
straight. It was gonna be straight from there.
Cool. She said, let's go to 54th. That's low end. That's like, let's go to Applebee's.
She just wanna chill. She just wanna chill, bro.
Sure.
That's fire, bro.
54th, she go bust it open for a La Marita's, that type of energy in 54th Bar and Grill.
That's lit.
what
That's
you
lit.
mean?
For
That's
that
like
gringo
that's
dip,
the
baby.
two.
Yeah,
That's the
that's
2 for 20.
That's actually pretty lit. Shout out to the women who like don't give a fuck about that shit. Like, hey man, I'm just trying to get to know you and just chill.
That's my demographic.
Yeah.
For real, for the most part. But not
Absolutely.
Okay,
that.
so last time we talked to you, you had a story about chicken strips.
Yeah. My dating life is horrendous, y'all.
Yeah.
Are you a Tinder?
I mean,
are
but
you
you're
a
in
Tinder-
Kansas City
are
right
you a
now.
Tinder-
I ain't a Tinder monster.
Are you a Tinder swindler as well?
I ain't a Tinder monster.
Jesse,
I only
Tinder
was on
monster.
Tinder.
Jesse Juicebox be on there like I got a head. Jesse Juicebox be on there like I got a head full of hair,
I'm,
girl.
for real. I'm actually.
Could pull my hair,
Hey,
baby.
I fuck him up when I come with a bald head.
All on the ball.
Like,
bitch
damn,
head.
nigga said you was
All on the
26.
ball, yeah.
You was. Said you was 26.
I thought you was 26, sir.
Hey, and this nigga be like, I am, and all sexy, I am. It's over, and
She catfishing.
that's how it became the Tinder monster.
Catfish.
Catfish.
I'm actually nervous that I'm in the presence of the Tinder monster right now. Like, this is the nigga that's been killing me all year.
This nigga Keyshawn said you be
haven't been-
catfishing.
That's why you ain't getting no matches.
I ain't been getting no matches all year because the Tinder monster got the ball hit.
Tinder monster.
He got like the face and the head shade. Like, damn, this nigga's killing it right now.
He getting super likes.
Making bitches shirts is going crazy out here.
He said, this is a special shirt.
Yeah,
Dynasty for her.
he gotta flip.
ring out.
He gotta flip it like.
You ever fuck a CEO, bitch?
That's hard. You got to use that one.
Yeah.
You got to use that one.
You got to be giving a good dick.
Hey, I ain't even gonna lie, that's one of my-
You will address me in that manner.
That's one of my top tier go-tos.
You ever fuck with a boss
Hey,
baby?
yo.
Yeah. You love a creator, don't you?
A creator.
Hey,
Yo.
Jesse, bro.
No,
you
he's
gotta
truly
get-
the monster, bro.
He is a
Bro,
monster.
he dead serious.
Flipping the shirt is wild, bro. Like flipping the shirt on her, bro.
Now my real go-to is, do you model?
Oh, we need to chill.
I need to chill.
Don't give him all the sauce. Don't give him all the sauce.
Jesse's like, hey,
Jesse, I mean,
he's,
Jesse. Now we go.
Whenever
Jesse-
Jesse talk now, I'm playing this sound.
Jesse's like, here's my address. I need you to come model for my Creators Never Die line. She gets there like, this looks like your house. Yeah, this is where I do all my photo shoots at.
The tender. Why does it say tender monster outside your house?
Don't worry about that, baby. So you said you was size 6?
Nah, that's fire. Nah, you know what? This is what we gonna do.
That nigga's
We
a
gonna
monster.
tease the people, man. We ain't gonna let Jesse give him a story right now. We ain't doing a story with Jesse. Next time he is on the show and on camera, we got to ruin his whole year.
The
His whole
Tender
we got to
Monster
ruin it.
returns. That's the episode
you got
name.
time.
The
They gotta
Tender
see him.
Monster
You got some
returns.
time
They
to
gotta see
prepare.
it. And he probably gonna give a good story to where just help his whole case out for real. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, then the nigga's a monster. But yeah, Cuddy, man.
Alright,
so you
so
ain't
check it
you
out.
got some shit?
So check it out. There's this girl I used to
Not pressure.
provide medicine to, right?
You used to provide medicine.
I used to provide medicine to this young lady.
Yeah, no, pharmaceuticals, yeah.
Yeah, and I guess over time it just became like one of them things. I always try to keep it like business.
It should be because
But you know.
I also was
You be giving
delivering pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
But
Were
exclusive,
you delivering other things as well?
Well, here's the thing. Exclusively to women at one point because they don't ask for the front. They always got cash. They always ask for a specific amount.
100.
And like I wasn't trying to be weird with it, so they were comfortable with me like not trying to like you know what I mean.
Respect.
You know,
So I was on that same type of time. She initiated it. She hit me and was like, "Yo."
and that's what usually happens. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, ladies. That's actually what happens.
So she was
That's
gonna
why-
bust it open for some medicine.
Well, it wasn't even
Not for
about
the
the
medicine.
medicine. It was more so like you should come over and smoke.
Just hang
I think
out,
we
just
would
hang
be cool.
Just
You
hang out.
you seem like a cool nigga. Let's kick it, right? So we wound up kicking it, chilling. Mind you, she initiated this. She was the homie. So a couple times
the
later,
homie.
well, she was just the homie that I would provide with what I'm saying, medicine.
That sounds like an associate.
Now,
Homie associate. Anytime my kids get to eat because of one of the homies or associates, hey, listen, they it's all love.
It's all
feel me?
love, bro.
So one of the times I would just pull up and shit, and then the second time it was like, oh, can you come in? Like, can you come in the crib type shit, watch movies, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we both grown as hell. I know what's going on. I think I know what's going on. I don't think this is the Glenn situation.
It feels like
it
it's
feels,
what's going on. Yeah, it
like,
feels
all
like
right,
it's
cool,
going on.
right? So we watching movies and shit. We on the couch, chilling, snuggled up. So in my mind, I'm like, I get the go ahead. So one thing turned into another. We go at it. Shit happens, right? So as soon as we're done, she's like, yo, so I have something to tell you.
Oh my God.
I'm like,
I'm a
what's the
tender-
word?
Gino
I'm a
was a
tender
man.
monster.
And she was like, so Kansas City's so small. I mess with one of your friends.
Okay.
And I'm like,
This was on your mind, like the
whole time I'm like,
time that I'm here.
but you called me
You knew
over here.
You knew
And
you
as
had
soon as it went down, it was like, oh, well, I hope you're not mad. And I told her straight out, like, I'm not really one of them niggas. I don't be tripping.
I'm
But-
not one of them.
Yeah, I don't be tripping, but it was awkward because of
Very
how
awkward.
she waited
That
until
is
that happened, and then afterwards
very
broke it out to
awkward.
me like, all right, now I want to tell you. I mess with one of your bros, and I'm like,
How close? How close?
yeah. It ain't WAA or nothing like
This
that.
nigga was like,
It ain't WAA or nothing
It was
like
one of
that.
my niggas for
But
real.
it's-
Like,
it's-
I was about to hit him up after this.
Fam, it's in the network.
It was Jesse Juice Box. It was Jesse Juice Box.
Nah, me and Jesse Eskimo bros. It's cool.
It was Jesse Juice Box the whole time. It's always him.
It's always Jesse Juice Box.
Hey man, I'm about to show you a couple pictures, bro, to make sure you ain't in my shit, bro.
Hey, me and Cuz, we gonna have to talk afterwards.
Yeah, me
Oh,
and Jesse, we got a couple in common. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, that happened to me recently. I just been kind of stuck. Like, damn, do I go back over there?
Hell yeah,
I mean,
you go
yeah,
back
you
over
definitely
there.
go back
But
over
it's the
there.
bro.
Yeah,
But
you definitely go back.
but the bro probably like her and shit.
Okay.
I'm going right
Can
back
I
over
tell
there.
you something?
What if the bro like her?
Can I tell you something?
That's a conversation that you have to bro,
You've already broke. It's already happened.
No.
But I didn't know that the bro was in the
I'm
picture.
saying, but you
Exactly.
just
I
gotta be
wouldn't
honest.
have.
Exactly.
I
Hold
wouldn't
on.
have if
So,
I
But
knew.
you, at this point, you've already tasted the forbidden fruit. Just tell the bro.
Exactly. So that.
No. I
so
feel you.
Exactly. That's the easiest thing to do. So
Tell the bro and then see how he react. But niggas don't never keep it real though.
I mean, but what you tell,
didn't
I can't
tell,
read
bro.
minds, my nigga.
He
So
didn't
what you
tell,
tell
bro.
me, so what you say is what you say. I'ma always keep it a buck,
He didn't tell the bro.
nigga.
I can tell.
I mean, what, bro? Hold on, listen. I actually,
Don't believe this nigga.
Alright, so look.
Don't believe
Anytime you start off like, alright, so look, you about to say some bullshit.
Don't believe this nigga. Don't believe. We switching subjects, nigga. Let's talk about the album. Let's talk about Ari Lennox.
Hey,
I have great
sex,
communication with my
okay.
bros. Me and my niggas have great communication.
We do, but not about
We have great
that.
communication. No, listen.
Hey, that's
listen.
you a sick nigga,
No,
bro. You a
listen. See, now I gotta talk about it.
nigga, man. The monster say you a sick
Listen.
nigga,
Where's
man.
the noise? Where's the noise?
It's still rules to this shit, man.
Now I get that. Now I get the music.
You a monster.
No. Wait. See now, because he did this. Now I gotta explain it.
I'm listening.
So what it was.
I'm almost out of mimosa.
What it was. Can we
I'm
get
gonna
more?
need some apple juice.
All right. So what it was.
I think I killed apple juice, but it's orange juice.
I'm allergic to orange juice. It's
Damn,
fine.
I'm
it's
sorry,
fine.
bro. It's a little sweet
You
sweet
gotta
left.
swig. You gotta swig. Go ahead, right in front of the camera. Oh, boom. Simply, we not no money for
Pour me
Simply.
down, sweetheart. Oh,
So it
you so
wasn't.
good.
It wasn't
Thank you
that
so
I
much.
didn't tell the homie, right? It was more so like another homie was like, "Yo, I was about to mess with this girl, but I told the homie about it because I saw that he was messing with her and he wasn't really feeling that. So, but then." I never had that conversation with said homie, which is also a mutual friend of mine, and I'm like, but she also came at me, and I just don't bring up those conversations.
I feel you.
So,
And that's kind of where I'm like, I don't even know if I should, because I don't want to like fuck up nothing that could be, if that makes sense.
I mean, but here's the thing though. It matters if your homie likes her. If your homie like really likes her like that,
then I'm gonna feel bad for doing it.
But
It's not your fault.
if
Yeah,
it's
fuck
like one of
feeling
the
bad.
but if it's like one of the homies jump offs, it's like that's why you have a conversation.
You gotta know.
You gotta
Is
have a
that
conversation.
like
about it.
one of homie slides or something, or is this
Yeah.
something like, yo, you really trying to be serious with old girl? Okay, cool.
That
If
makes a
that's a
difference.
slide, it don't matter. It doesn't matter whether you know or not. If that's something you trying to be like, you know what I'm saying, make something with. They're like, yo, okay, off rip, you need to know this because, for one, you can't control her mouth or
Yeah,
her feelings
can't.
or what she feel.
You right.
And that's a
If
bad
I
way
care
for
about
the,
my homie, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That's a bad way for a nigga to feel like, oh, yeah, my homie, that's crazy. But if he already knew that going in, he already made the decision.
So
You
for
know
this
what I'm saying?
situation,
I
like
didn't care.
Shawty was she was a slider. She slides.
sure.
She.
I'm just giving him a hard time. It was
she's-
definitely not one of them situations.
She just and it's not even in a disrespectful way. It's just like she just
Nah, you know what
she's
it
in that
is.
time in her life where she just wants to kick it right now. You know what I mean? So it is.
Those are
what
my
it is.
favorites.
My favorites as well because I'm and that comes right back to Ari Lennox. So listen, man.
Plenty of fish.
Listen. So age, sex, location. To me,
Are we back? Are we back?
we coming back
back.
in.
We back. We back.
So I just want before you get into that, I want to know, in the pantheon of the albums this year, like, are we talking top 10 for you, top 5 for you, top 20 for you? Where would you rate this album compared to the albums that have dropped? Because we're late year now. We're about to be October.
Yeah, we're third quarter right now.
Yeah,
we're in the
this
third
is-
quarter.
this- so there's been a pretty significant, and it's been a fucking excellent year for R&B.
This third quarter has been great.
Yeah, third quarter alone. So in the amount of the different albums that have came out this year, where are you putting her? And I know it's a good project. I know.
It's gonna be in the top 10. And I'm gonna well listen. I'm gonna say it's in the top 10 only because of and I'm glad that we had this conversation about why, what about albums and our interpretations of albums. How do we consume music and people's full projects when they deliver them? This project to me was right on time.
Right.
Now, for her, not J. Cole asked her, what does this album mean, right? She put the text message on social media, and she sent him this long ass fucking text message explaining the album. But what she said was, altogether, what she said was, in short, that I am over 30 and single and dating, and I'm trying to learn how to do this. My standards have changed. I'm trying to figure this thing out. I don't want to fuck it up and waste my time, but I also don't want to waste my time and be alone. That's kind of like, in short, what she sent to him in like 1,000 words. And when you listen, and so I read that before I listened to the album.
Okay.
See, I didn't know that, but that gives me
It's a lot of perspective.
It gives you perspective of the album.
Better perspective.
And again, like I said, this is an important. It's very important. While we had that conversation earlier in this pod about how we interpret albums, how people, deliver them, how artists maybe interpret their albums, because some artists don't give a fuck about the content that they're delivering versus some artists who are like, this is my life.
100%.
Ari Lennox is one of these artists who's like, this is my life, and I'm giving you.
Did you see the whiteboard with like 80 songs on it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when I'm listening to this album, I'm saying like, yeah, this is a top 10 because I am over 30, single, and everything that she's saying, bringing up all these from a female's perspective, even I'm feeling that shit. I'm like, I'm laughing. I'm having conversations with my other friend who listens to R&B music, and like he's like, man, like he brought, okay, so when my homeboy said that Boy Bye song,
Lucky Day.
Yeah, with Lucky Day. He said, man, like when she started to say something about like what she didn't like about it, reminded me of such and such situation, right? Boom.
So
That's a boom right there.
Just a
That's
quick
a relatable. He already saw the woman that he already thought of the woman that he talks
That's
to.
what it's supposed to
So
do.
this is still, while you're giving me your opinion, I felt like Boy Bye should have been a skit, and they should have had a song afterwards.
I understand why you say that. And
Because I like Boy Bye, but I definitely wanted to hear them.
That wasn't
song.
them. Yeah, that wasn't them making the best song.
I
they
definitely
coulda made.
understand that. I definitely understand that. But
Because Lucky adds something to songs that not many really add.
well, I think that you kind of said it perfectly. Like it kind of the talking part should have been the interlude, and the song should have been the song.
Yeah.
It's kind of what I'm hearing right now.
for sure.
And I think I do agree with that.
And I think it's really just because I would have wanted to hear them really do more together.
But I also listen to it like that's not really supposed to be a single. It is a.
It's an album cut.
This is in
Part
the
of the
album.
But then she
It
dropped the
has-
visualizer for it, though.
But I like.
but it's still within this album, and this is the placement, and this is what we're talking about, and this is where we're at in this album. That's just what I'm.
I like
So-
it because Lucky Day stands for a certain type of. He's like an archetype of a certain R&B male.
He's
today.
also a 30-year-old single person.
Absolutely.
Facts that also
Absolutely.
goes with what I'm saying. So he's like the player. He's the and that goes along with her being her like, boy, whatever. So I liked it because it
here's
was
my-
they personalities.
Here's
Absolutely.
my next question, and I still want you to finish that.
Yeah.
But this is just a thing that is been resting on my mind, waiting for this moment.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 titans that are women that are going to drop this year.
2.
Gonna
They're going to drop this year.
Who?
that haven't already
They
dropped.
have not.
Okay.
Chloe,
Nikki?
Chloe.
Chloe's not a Titan.
Chloe's
but
not
okay.
Titan yet.
She is.
She is a Titan artist.
If she's a Titan, then who else is the other Titan?
Wait.
SZA.
SZA's a Titan.
Don't
you ever put Chloe in the same bracket as
exactly.
SZA.
Not ever, but
Because
not
my
yet.
SZA.
Not yet.
Because
Not
listen,
yet.
listen,
Not
I have to
ever,
tell
but
you-
not yet.
I have to tell you that
Chloe ain't dropped no
whatever you-
good day this year.
Whatever you think with the monster that she has behind them, her album will be.
But do you understand
will
why
be.
we're not gonna put Chloe there yet?
And that's okay.
I
It's an
disagree.
opinion.
We're not putting Chloe there. Come on, no. No, fuck that opinion shit.
I disagree.
Let's actually go to the placement of the fucking house and who's upstairs
Let's
and who's
talk
not.
about it.
Okay,
Let's talk about it.
okay. When I think about Chloe, I
How many
respect,
Chloe Halle albums did you listen to?
I
listen to
all of
I
them.
listen to all of them. I like
So you're
it.
telling me.
I like
Listen. But we're talking about Chloe as a.
SZA.
We're talking about. Exactly.
In
Oh,
my
wait, Glenn. Wait. Chloe is next. She, if not next, she's here right
She's
now.
now.
She's
SZA
now. Okay, she's
SZA's
now.
been here.
She's now. That exactly.
SZA's already
When we
sitting
talk
there.
about SZA, we're gonna talk. That's why we're talking about Ari. I'm gonna bring up Ari with SZA,
I believe that.
and I don't think Chloe is on the level of
At
an
all.
Ari and a SZA right
I think you're wrong.
now. Talent wise, maybe.
It's not about the talent.
What is it about?
No,
They had
then what
two-
is it
They've
about?
had two very successful
If it,
albums. It's
no,
Chloe
no,
Halle.
no, no,
Those weren't very successful
That
albums.
last album, the
You just
Ungodly
really-
Hours,
we
You
just
talking?
really
You talking
enjoy
about
them.
control right now,
Wait,
bro?
wait,
They
wait,
ain't
wait.
have nothing on
Do
Do
that.
they
record.
have a do Chloe, Halle,
They don't have
or
a
Chloe
control.
singly or Halle by themselves have a control?
They don't have a
Ari
weekend.
doesn't have a control.
They don't-
She don't.
Yes, she
don't.
do.
She's
Shea Butter Baby. Shea Butter Baby's a classic.
It's not a control.
Nigga,
That is a
fucking-
classic album.
The name of the pod is Shea Butter Baby.
Not a control.
That is a
You're
classic
you're
album.
crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy.
Do you know that me
You're
and Chris
crazy.
just had a conversation and said that control caused her to be a godmother?
It did.
Shea Butter
It did.
Baby did not make Ari Lennox a godmother.
But
It propelled her into the game.
Exactly.
My point
Good
is,
Kid, Mad City
you
put her
compared it to control. It's not control.
No.
No,
What I'm-
we telling you who Titans are versus who isn't a Titan.
Yes, we.
If I'm comparing Shea Butter Baby, Ungodly Hours.
Okay.
pretty
Well,
good
how
too.
about that? How about this? Chloe does not have a Shea Butter Baby.
That's what I'm saying.
Chloe doesn't have that yet.
Chloe and Halle has Ungodly Hour though.
They're a great group together, and I respect their group. But when we're talking about
You called her a
me,
Titan.
A Titan.
Star
When we're talking
power.
about
If
Titans.
we're literally just talking about.
Titan.
We're talking about star power here, right?
Nah, I'm sorry.
Star power
Chloe is now.
and-
Chloe
no,
is now.
no.
She's not been here though.
She has.
She's not
She
been here.
has,
Okay.
bro.
Okay. No.
She been here the same way Pusha T been here.
No. No. I got a better one. I got one for you. She's been here the way that her has been here in the beginning of her career.
Wrong.
No, listen to me. Listen to me. And why I'm gonna say it like this?
Because the Alicia Keys co-sign.
Well, her. We because we were introduced as Gabby.
Yeah.
Yes. It's while she was young and she got groomed and
Groomed
we're
into the
just
game, yeah.
we're just now getting her debut album.
I get what he's saying.
Man, we ain't got that shit from Chloe. Where we're at right now is we understand how fucking incredible she is and how she has the potential to be the best singer
listen,
out here.
Listen.
Does she have a single that you love?
Hell yeah. I like all of her singles.
No. We said love, nigga.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Because, like,
So before
Titan?
before we get into it, let's just really talk about this. This isn't a short period of time. They signed to Parkway or Parkwood or whatever the fucking Beyonce.
We're
label
not.
is. I'm saying
I'm not
in
talking about
2017.
Chloe and
Okay?
Halle, though. You just
I get
said she was a
I get
Titan.
it. She because of the history that she's already had
With her
of
group.
being successful with her group.
No, I'm
then
not giving her the group. I'm not giving
I'm
her
not
the
even
group
putting the
accolades.
group up there
I'm
with
not putting
SZA.
the group.
I'm saying
The
that-
group ain't up
okay,
there with
so
SZA.
in
to me.
my opinion, SZA's the number one woman artist. In my opinion,
I
right
say
now-
it's between her and Summer Walker.
I definitely feel Summer. I'm gonna just throw that there.
It's
and
between
that's
her and
okay.
Summer Walker.
I get it. I think that SZA has had more of an impact than Summer Walker, and this is just me. This is just Bob God talking.
He's not much of a fan of Summer Walker.
I like Summer Walker a lot. Though.
singing.
Summer Walker got 2 classic albums.
One, but we'll talk about it. So
Well, I mean, like I said,
All right, I see who I'm talking
You see
to.
where we at? You see where we at?
see who I'm
You
talking
see-
to now.
You see where we at?
okay,
with this?
hey, wait a minute. I'm being disrespectful because this moment is about Ari.
It is about
We
Ari.
love
You
Ari.
keep
Talk
taking it
about-
away from Ari. But here's the thing though. I'm gonna keep it on Ari because Ari is that level. I'm okay to say. Listen,
How is
Chloe,
Ari that album?
Chloe,
how
Chloe,
is she there with one album?
Chloe is getting there. Chloe is getting her respect by being on Ari's album. That's how Chloe is getting her respect right now.
Ari got more than one album.
We're talking about
Ari had 2 before Shea Butter Baby.
We're talking about one like major album, like the big.
So this would be her second one.
This would be her second major.
major album.
And Shea Butter Baby was the first
Yeah, I agree.
major.
He's
She doesn't
tripping.
have that.
He's tripping, bro.
Shea Butter Baby
Shea
was
Butter
her
Baby was
control.
crazy.
That was her
I
control.
love Shea Butter Baby.
That whole album slapped.
That whole, bro, I didn't even.
She
bruh,
sampled hip hop on there.
Bruh, as a matter of fact,
She
the songs.
sampled what was
So,
it?
so let's just go ahead and
Busta
get into it.
Rhymes.
Let's just go ahead.
The songs that
It's
I
actually,
pulled
she
up
did not
first.
sample Busta Rhymes. She sampled the song the Busta Rhymes sample.
Wait, here this nigga go.
I see who I'm talking to.
So,
You so fucking
Yeah,
whack,
I
nigga.
see
You
who
know
I'm talking
This nigga
exactly
petty.
what's
He
going
just
on.
petty.
Stop.
He gonna add Petty Baby to his name. He gonna add Petty Baby.
I guess everybody sampled hip hop. I mean, Ari Lennox is the first person to ever sample a song someone else has sampled. Oh my God!
Can I continue Ari Lennox Flowers, please?
You're making her flowers with her.
I think her flowers are.
They need some water.
Let's give her flowers some water. Let's give her flowers some water. Well, listen.
So where's she at in the house?
Go ahead, Dutch.
Well,
Where's she at, nigga?
She's well.
Where's she at, nigga?
When it comes to today,
Today. Where's she at?
she's top 4, as in like
Top 4.
Who's running today?
Top 4.
Who is running today? And I'll give you the names:
Go ahead.
SZA,
Uh-huh.
Ari. Not in order.
Okay.
Summer. I don't know.
Jasmine.
Yeah, y'all got to stop forgetting Jasmine. for
I
real.
got
Well, here. Okay.
That's it. That's top 4 right there.
Don't shut the fuck up.
I have a question.
You're
I have a
disrespectful.
question.
Shut the fuck up.
I have a question.
I was
Hello,
actually
Jesse?
gonna ask
Jesse, are you
if
there?
y'all how do y'all feel about age, sex, locations versus hotels?
Ooh.
That was gonna be a
All right,
question.
all
I didn't
right.
want to pit women against each other.
All right. Well, here's the thing. First of all, I'm gonna.
He's not gonna put her in the top
Hold on,
four.
whoa. First of all, I'm definitely gonna put hotels above that
Okay.
because when I listened to that, I felt like I learned about women. Now, both
Ari was on it.
actually both of them, hotels, and then the deluxe or 2 or whatever it was. You as a man, especially I guess over 30, over 30, you gotta listen to that fucking album. You know, because
You didn't listen to Beyonce, nigga.
You didn't listen to Renaissance?
all right. So here's where
You didn't listen to Beyonce.
Here's where my question comes from. When I think of Jasmine Sullivan, I think of Beyonce level artists. When I think of when I say who is in the top 4 today, I'm thinking of artists who are out and who are doing it now, who are trying to get to that level.
Okay.
And I look at Jasmine as one of those people
She's
who
established.
as in, if you're trying to be a singer now, look up Jasmine Sullivan. If you want to know like how to do this thing, if you're taking it seriously, so it's kind of hard for me to kind of put her in with these girls
So
that are kind of like
Summer,
8
Ari,
to
her.
10 years.
Summer, SZA, Ari, her.
Those are my top 4. Those are my top 4. I can't put Chloe, and I think that you use those names because they've not
I
only
wouldn't put Chloe over any of them.
because because they have established themselves, they put the work in, and then they show that they have the longevity. And those names, I feel like they are going to be they are our generation of those Beyonce.
next niggas.
You know, yeah, they're the ones. They're going to be here. Those
So,
4.
I have a question. So when I listen to Ari, I get more of a Jill Erica vibe, right?
And guess who they are to those people? They're lifetime legends.
Sure.
They're a lifetime.
But they're
legends.
not. They're not in the pantheon of the top like 5 R&B artists.
It's always been like a off to the side.
They're always the side niggas.
like
which
Alicia
is why
Keys.
when you talk about Titans, why I don't always feel the same with Ari. Because though Erykah Badu and Jill are my favorite, but when we're talking about the top 5 artists in the decade, you don't put Erykah or Jill in there because they're just their own vibe. And you use your exact
That's different.
words.
That's different with Ari because women love Ari.
Women love Jill. Women love Erykah.
Women love
A certain
Jill.
type
Women
of a certain type
And
of
that's
woman.
what Dutch said to describe her, that she creates
She owns that
her
part
own
of it, though.
lane.
I think she owns that.
Which is why when we're comparing her to other Titans,
The difference-
I feel that way about her too. The
difference
she
is-
fall into the same category as Erykah and Jill. They're kind of doing their own thing.
it was always like during Erica and Jill's time, there was always somebody else that was more so, like he's saying, in the forefront. So that's why
like
they were
the
off to
more
the side.
mainstream.
More mainstreamish, yeah. To me, Ari is that though. She's not off to the side with her approach.
I mean, but she
I-
is kind of off to the side if we're saying that Summer and
think so.
SZA are the top.
No. They
Summer and Ari always on each other albums.
They kind of they
They
like
the
this.
same.
They like yeah, they the same.
To me, that's how I look at it.
Can I ask you, Kilolo? What when you think of I'm gonna throw another name in there too. I'm kind of cool. I'm gonna throw another name in there too. When you think of like the Jill Scotts, the Erykah Badu's, and the Lauryn Hills, like what are they when it comes to like the greats? Yeah, like what?
Like when you talk about off to the side, it was like Lauryn Hill was the main one, then it was Erykah, and Jill was off to the side. In my opinion,
I think you're a goddamn hater, but go ahead.
No, not at all. No, I'm not hating on these hoes. I love them hoes.
Right.
Lauryn Hill
I'm just
definitely was
saying,
mainstream.
though, that
Yeah, she was the one.
in the 90s.
But there's a genre of music that we're
But then you had like Brandy. You had like.
What do you mean? I mean,
well,
that's in that order to me. That it's the greats. I
Well,
would say
well,
Lauryn Hill
so
and Erykah.
what I'm looking for is, or what I'm asking for is, when I listen to Ari Lennox, I think of someone who's about to be a legend, and the type of legend I'm thinking of are relatable legends are Lauryn Hill, Jill Scott.
I don't see that in her. I'm sorry.
Well, you don't. I don't expect you. I don't expect you to see that in her
But
right
you gotta
now.
remember,
But I'm
probably
asking
hasn't
you
listened
though.
to as much as we have.
But I'm asking you though, like, you know, when it comes to like those, I think just during that time it was just like neo soul, kind of.
Right.
But are they like legends to you? I mean, how are they, you know, for that time for you?
Erykah definitely was a legend, and Lauryn is too. But it's kind of like you got one album, but she killed it though.
Right.
She was like the standard almost.
Right.
Jill,
right.
to
She
me,
set
you
a bar.
gotta. Everybody's gotta know who you are for me to be a legend. You gotta cross over to the white folk. You got to. Jill wasn't that, and I remember when the Roots had that song with Erykah, and she performed it on TV. We were like, who the fuck is this? We were not happy.
Yeah.
We know who the fuck she was.
I know what you mean by
I
that.
don't think she wrote the song,
she
right?
wrote it, yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
she
she
wrote
wrote the
it. But
hook.
we're like, who the fuck is this bitch? Where's Erykah
Yeah,
at? We were
right.
like, where's Erykah?
Right.
There's a little bunch of Erykah and shit.
I understand that, but I think
It's great value equate.
But I think and she made a great point as far as like just mainstream and of you know, just being able to cross over, right? And that was a very specific time in music too. So when we're talking about like now where I guess black people are like the standard of music, you know, fucking that when I think of Jill Scott, let's take a long walk. I'm thinking of, you know, Ari Lennox, Backwoods. That's kind of our, you know, how she's talking about, you know, rolling up and
Nah, I feel you. It was just saying like, is it the way? That reminds me of like a New Apartment. You know,
exactly.
I get what you're saying.
So I'm saying like Ari Lennox has her place as a legend. Maybe not for if I have to be cliche about it, not for everybody, but I do think that she makes some of the most relatable music that a person that looks like her and grows up like her. She speaks for them perfectly.
You listed the top 4, right?
Yeah.
And we're talking about this legendary shit. You know what I'm saying? You didn't bring up LMA.
She's not up there yet, my nigga.
You don't think LMA is in
Fuck
the same
no.
category?
Absolutely not. Not even close. Not even close.
I think
not
you're wrong.
even close. She has see when I'm not thinking about
You don't think
hold on, I'm not thinking
LMA curved his DM.
Has to be, because if we're talking about
I roasted
if
her
we're-
too. I said her
if we're
head was
talking
big and
about
she didn't wanna-
if we're talking about Ari, she is in the same
Nigga,
I ain't
no,
put
she's
LOL.
not, nigga.
I ain't
No,
put
you are
LOL.
fucking disrespectful, nigga.
I'm not
when I
putting
think
LOL.
about Ari Lennox, nigga, we are playing music that she dropped almost 10 years ago. And she's been on, and she's had longevity. Her music is growing, and we are growing with her. When I think of LMA, I think that she's dope. She has some dope singles. I like the project she put out before, but she got some work to do. When I think of Ari Lennox, I'm not thinking of anymore. She has work to do. I'm thinking of, when is she gonna come out?
Okay.
That's the difference. When is she coming out? I want to hear the next thing she got, because she's here. She's one of them ones.
LMA
So you
ain't
think,
gave
you
you
don't think
that
the
chip.
LMA isn't here?
She is not.
LMA ain't in the house.
LMA's been in the house,
Okay,
but she's not
here.
She's
She
not
didn't
giving
give you.
she's
Shea
not
Butter
running
Baby?
shit. She's not running
She
shit.
didn't give you a Shea
No,
Butter Baby?
fuck no. No.
That first album?
That album where she was doing poetry in between.
That motherfucker was...
Hey, look, I
was
love
like,
LMA.
I ain't want to skip them, but I skipped them, my nigga. I mean, like she gave me some bars, but I ain't want them bars on
I'm
your
just
album.
asking.
LMA is beautiful.
Hey, listen. LMA put out her first project was like 12 tracks, and 6 of them were poems. So no, son.
Okay.
The answer is no.
What about Georgia?
I'm gonna say no because
Georgia Smith got a lot of work too.
She got some work to do. Okay. We appreciate her artistry and we appreciate.
What about Snow Allegra? You didn't put her in the top 4, nigga.
Ooh, that's my
and I
baby.
think she's better than Ari.
You're stupid.
Oh, I'm stupid, huh?
Hey, I'm with
She
Glenn
dropped
finally.
2 classics.
I'm finally
She
with
dropped
Glenn.
2 classics.
Snow is
Talk to
my
me.
yeah,
Talk to me.
that's my
She
Achilles
dropped 2
heel.
classics. 2 classics, Dutch.
I did say I wanted to take a nap with her for
You did. She dropped 2 classics, nigga, in a row.
I can't say nothing bad about.
By
my
the
baby
way, we
Snow.
gave her album of the year. You ain't never gave Ari album of the year.
Which
bitch.
one? Violet Skies.
Last year we gave her album of the year.
I love that.
Violet Skies.
I
We
love
gave her album of the
that
year.
album. I was
Hey, let's
slapping
not
that
talk
bitch.
about the album before
Half
that.
the year.
Let's not talk about. We almost gave her album of the year that year too.
Listen.
Yeah, those feels.
And
Again.
I waited to drop
Oh,
her.
my God.
I waited to drop her because I like you to build you up, so I can take you down. Now, out of those top 4, who are you taking out for Snow? You're taking out Ari, aren't you?
Nah,
You're
I'm taking
her out.
Nah, I'm taking her out for Snow. I'm taking her out for Snow.
Cuddy Bear. Have you ever seen New Jack City?
Yeah.
You look like Chris Rock right now.
Listen.
I owe like Pookie.
Snow Allegra.
You took out her.
100%.
My
Them albums ain't no joke, bro.
You took out her.
Them albums ain't no joke, bro.
She got. I'm saying though.
I know
you took
exactly
out-
what I'm saying.
you
I'll take
took
out
out her.
anybody, but
I
I'll
took
take
out
out
her.
her.
I think I'm
'Cause
gonna.
I prefer the rest.
I'm gonna agree with Cuddy.
I prefer the rest over,
I'm gonna be only because, and I think
SZA Summer.
But
listen,
her got
I-
more than one classic album.
Bro,
Oh, wait,
SZA Summer and Ari are crazy.
But her got more than one classic album.
Well,
I disagree.
I think if
You
if
like
I'm
that
pick,
second offering. I thought
if
it was
I'm gonna
alright.
pick between her and Snow,
I'm picking Snow.
I'm gonna pick Snow.
I agree.
When
We're
I
picking Ari and Snow.
catalog.
Ari and Snow. You're picking Snow.
No. Okay, listen.
You this nigga?
Listen,
I'm
Dutch
picking
never
Snow as
stutters
well.
like
Listen,
that.
I'm picking
Dutch
Snow
never
as well.
stutters
but
like that.
listen.
Uh-huh.
Snow Allegra is incredible, but so when I think of a body of work, when I think of your motherfucking what is it called? What's a collection of albums called? Your discography. If I'm gonna have to drop anybody when it comes to discographies, complete projects, I might end up taking out her
That's what I went off of.
and keeping.
We're talking about
Snow
complete
in
projects,
there.
right?
Yes, and I'm gonna say because listen, I'm gonna say if I start with Control and whatever SZA does is incredible. If I start with Pho, I think that Shea Butter Baby, Pho, and A Sex Location, and the EP that Ari put out before A Sex Location with Tatted on it is fire. And I don't think she missed much.
I don't think she missed either.
So
But then when we think about so how many people was that? 2?
You said
That's SZA. That's
SZA. Yeah, you didn't talk about Summer yet.
well, Summer
Got two classics.
2 classics. We're gonna leave her
And that's
the
before.
fuck. We're
That's
gonna leave
before
her the
Days of
fuck
Summer.
alone, and we're gonna and we're gonna leave her the fuck
Summer's
alone.
fun.
So
Summer's fun.
when we get to her, I'm gonna put it back on you.
Now let's talk
No,
about
I'm gonna put it back on you. You went dead in on her in the very beginning of this podcast.
on the 4th
Hold
album.
on, wait.
Fourth album.
Her
album.
debut album.
It's
Her
classic.
arguably debut
a
album.
classic.
If you're the businessman and
It's
we're
a
talking about
classic.
business,
It's
this
a
is her
classic.
debut album.
He's not talking about that one. He's talking about the one that just came
The
out.
one back of my
arguably her
mind.
debut.
Back of my mind.
She dropped 3
Back
classics
of my
before that.
mind. 2001 came out the same year as Violet Skies. Guess what, Glenn? You're picking Snow Allegra.
I pick Snow Allegra over everyone in your top 4.
Yeah, Snow Allegra.
I picked Snow Allegra over SZA. I picked Snow Allegra over Ari. I picked Snow Allegra over her. I picked Snow Allegra over Queen. I picked Snow Allegra over fucking anyone that you list. Summer. Any one of them. Snow Allegra is my number one any day, every week.
Snow Allegra is
Number one.
Snow
So,
Allegra.
your
Hold on.
argument is
Time
null
out.
and
Snow
void to
Allegra
me.
and Summer Walker is debatable for me, only because Snow Allegra don't have the vocal range
and listen.
that
listen.
Summer has.
And-
Summer
and-
got a motherfucking voice, and it's crazy.
And listen. Snow, when it comes to vocal range, Snow's not fucking with any of the four. That
Can I have my moment real quick? Can I have my moment real quick?
But
Let him finish.
But I think that just the projects and the quality of the music, it has something to do with it. I didn't want to put Snow in there for two reasons. One, because I'm thinking of just the women.
She's not black.
Because I'm thinking of the women. She's technically, you know,
She's
black.
Eritrean, ain't she? Snow Allegra?
No, she's Persian.
What about Janae?
But
She's from Sweden.
Janae's on the next level.
Not
So-
Eritrean. She's from Sweden. My bad.
No. But her family's Persian. We did this on the last episode.
Word? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
She So when I'm thinking of artists here in America, number one, and two, you know, who's dope here, because this is where R&B is birthed, right? This is our shit. This is our culture. You know, so like that shit expands out. So
Snow Allegra came
but-
over here to Los Angeles.
I understand.
But I feel you.
I understand.
Like
But-
her
but-
and no ideas like this.
I understand. And also Dominique Sanders.
Hey, shout out Dominique Sanders.
Shout out Dominique Sanders. Shout out Dom. All right, but fucking so vocal range, and you know, as far as just the originality of music, I'm gonna think of those four girls. But yes, Snow Allegra is one of the best artists out here. There's no question.
100%.
So listen, you said Ari has a classic with Shea Butter Baby, right?
I'm giving her classic. Yep.
And then
I'm okay with that.
I think that this new album is not a classic, but it's really good,
Okay.
I agree with that.
Okay.
right? Her has two classics.
I disagree with that.
EPs?
No, they're albums. Her Volume 1 and Her Volume 2.
Nigga, how many songs on volume
What-
one?
Go ahead.
What is volume 2?
It's
Is that the
B-
one
it's
that
the
got
B-sides.
he could have been on there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm that's not a classic.
Okay, then Volume 1 is a classic to you?
Volume 1, the one that
I
got
love
Avenue,
Volume 1.
the one that
Yes,
got
yeah,
Avenue
yeah,
and
I
all
love
that.
What about
Yes, I
what
love
about
that.
I Used to Know Her?
See, what I'm trying to figure out, where are you getting volume 2 from?
It's the B-sides. I mean, that's just me. Maybe
They
I'm
put
crazy.
all of that
It's
together.
all in one album, though. It's all in one
Yeah.
album.
Hey.
See, he's trying to cheat right now. He's
Like,
trying to cheat.
So
That's
what
he's
about
trying.
I Used to Know Her? The
That's
compilation
not a
album.
classic
That's
to
not
me.
a classic, bro. It's a good album.
You keep saying it is.
Okay,
but-
that's fine. So she has one, right?
Yeah, I skipped
Okay,
a lot
so
of this.
she has one.
She has one
She has one.
versus.
Ari has one.
Yeah.
That means they're at the same level.
And I put him at the same level.
So in my opinion, that's why for me personally, I'm getting rid of Ari. I keep her.
In
In my-
place
in my-
of who?
Well, I put Snow at the top.
I think
I see what you're saying.
I think that I think that you just don't enjoy Ari's music, man.
I think you're ridiculous. I think you're completely ridiculous.
I mean, cause listen, like what?
So are you literally saying because I like her more than I like Ari, I don't enjoy her music?
No, I think that you're just looking for a reason not to like Ari, you know, not to put Ari at the top. Because what I'm telling you is, I mean, unless you just totally disagree with me, I think that what solidifies Ari Lennox as one of the top artists here, and why I think that she's gonna stay and she's gonna be one of the people we talk about for a very long time, is because of her relatability, her range. When I listen to her music, I much rather experience that in an intimate setting versus a huge like stadium, you know. And I think that speaks volume for music. Her as a legend, like I said, relatability, subject matter. You know, she's not shying away from anything. You know, whether it's breakups, all that shit. It doesn't matter if you're fucking black, white, gay, anything. You can pick a song or a series of songs from Ari Lennox. Ari Lennox is, you can smoke to it, you can dance to it, you can cry to it, you can before you go out and key somebody's car or send a crazy text message, you can listen to her music and it'll calm you down, or you can feel like somebody is feeling you. She has all of those elements of an artist that will be here forever. Like I'm interested in when she actually falls in love to be able to hear how her music changes. I think that she is that type of artist versus these other people. So, of course, not Snow and Herb, but when it comes to digging into artistry, I'm gonna say Ari Lennox is one of those people who are like, man, I am getting her full self. I'm getting that Mary J. Blige. I'm getting that Jill Scott. I keep going back to Jill Scott because when I think of Jill Scott and her legacy as an artist, white people don't know who the fuck she is, but her music ain't for that. Her music is for people who look like her, who relate to her, who has grown with her. And you know, when she goes up on stage today at a goddamn Essence Fest, it's going to be people from at least 2 to 3 generations. And they're going to say, yes, I've been in a situation like that. Yes, I've sucked dick like that. Yes, I've catered to a man like
What
that.
song she got that's gonna make him say that?
Nigga, do you not remember 2 or 3 years?
That microphone.
Do you not remember that?
I thought you were talking about Ari.
No,
Ari gonna have
Jill
some
Scott,
shit that's
Jill
like,
Scott.
yeah, I sucked dick.
I mean, but at the same time, but then Ari has songs called "Leak It," and she, you know, with Chloe Bailey talking about, you know, what I'm saying,
Yeah.
You know, and she got the song, she got a few songs, her features out there where she is giving you those bars of where she's saying like, no, I'm not no grandma out here, I'm outside, I'm single, but at the same time, like, man, don't come with that bullshit. You know what I mean?
Listen, I love Ari. I agree with everything you're saying.
Yeah.
But where do we put Tink in the house?
Oh, goddamn. Tink is
Now,
like
can
a
I be
curator.
honest with you, Cuddy? Can I tell you something? I've been waiting to say that.
Yeah.
I'm just
I've
trying to
been
figure out how y'all
waiting
feel about Tink.
To say that because I held Snow
Mm-hmm.
and I had Tink right after that, but I like to let Dutch
Right
get
after?
his rocks off. I like let
He's
Dutch
gonna hit
get
you
his
with
rocks
Tink.
off because I got to bring it up because Tink has an amazing body of work.
Yes, she
better
does.
than probably a lot of the people in our top.
I would
4.
agree with
Tink
that.
don't
I would
miss,
agree with that.
my opinion.
I
mean,
would
I'm
tend
just
to
being
agree
real.
with that.
Her body of work is better than a lot of
Yeah.
the people that we put in that top 4.
I think that
Because, for example, SZA got Control, right?
Tink got way
get
more
it.
projects.
I get it that Control's a classic. One of the most impactful albums in R&B in a long time or whatever. But that Warm Winds bullshit was very mids.
Tink
Z.
you said Tink.
No, he's talking about
SZA.
the Z project.
It was
SZA.
cool.
Oh, SZA.
It was definitely very cool.
okay.
It had some moments.
But you also said that Control changed, actually
No.
added
I
to
agree.
music. It
That
changed
was
the
after.
landscape of music.
But Control's the second
But
album.
the fact
And
that people
SZA
after
also
you
had
have to
an
try to
album.
sound like you
SZA
is a
also
major
had
key.
an album before Z.
Yeah, Control is technically A.
Sure.
Control is really her first album.
It was supposed to be A. She had S, then Z, and then she was supposed to drop A, but she dropped Control.
So when I talk about
That's a
Tink,
bar.
Tink has like 3-4 really solid projects.
Solid projects, but her last project was actually like one I would say, yeah, let's
But
She's
the one
here.
before that,
let's
but the one
acclimate that.
before
Yeah,
that's
she's
the
here
one
now.
though.
You talking about the Heart?
The album before
or
Tink,
Heat of the Moment?
Heat of the Moment. That was the one.
I think
for
that's
me.
the one I'm talking about.
I like
nigga.
all
No.
of them,
Pillow
bro.
Talk is the new album.
I don't look.
I'm talking about the one before Pillow Talk. What's the one before Pillow Talk?
the one before Pillow.
Heat of the Moment.
Talk.
That album, I'm like,
But
Okay.
Pillow Talk
Gift
is
and a
better.
curse.
But
Okay.
Pillow Talk is better than most of the people like other than Snow.
okay,
keep
but here my only
Snow is like
pushback-
Andre 3000. Like, hold on, we ain't even want to talk about her.
Because I'm
here's-
saying I would put, other than Shea Butter Baby, I'd put that Pillow Talk, probably, I'd put it against the
Here-
86 location any day.
my only pushback, because I'm not gonna disagree with that. I think Tink could write for all these artists that we're talking about. So my only pushback is it is gonna be her under appreciation that's gonna factor into that for me.
So what does that
Well,
have
whose
to do?
fault is that,
What
though?
does it have to do with being top 5?
Yeah, what
It's not-
changes that?
I'm not gonna. I'm not. Hold on. Listen.
I just want to hear your top 5.
Okay. Well, how about
Let me
this?
hear the
How
top
about,
five.
how about this? How about this? I'm sure that if we gave a top 5 of any type of singers, we can think of other singers lower tier that sing better than these people.
Not.
Nigga, is Brian McKnight in your top 5? No, but he sings better than all the niggas in the top 5. That's what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
So
Dutch.
Not all of them.
Go ahead, Dutch.
Brian McKnight ain't fucking with Chris.
Go ahead.
Nigga, are you crazy?
Dutch.
Maybe.
Let me hear the top 5.
This nigga's crazy.
Let me hear the
I
top
ain't never
5,
heard
Dutch.
Brian.
Now
Top
that we
5.
have these other layers in here,
No.
let me
This
hear.
is all I'm saying. This is all I'm saying. I'm saying that
You're saying
Tink,
you're not putting her in the top 5.
I'm not gonna put Tink in there yet because her underappreciation.
But she has
And
the
it's not her.
body of work.
It's not her fault.
But
It's not
how
her.
is that
It's not
fair
her
to
fault.
her? She
It's
has
not
the
fair.
body of
It's
work.
not fair. How about that? It's not fair.
That's why.
How
That's
about
why I
that?
was saying that.
How about that?
How do you dictate that for an artist?
Nigga,
bullshit.
It's not her fault that
as
other
the main
people
nigga,
are
as the
bullshit.
main nigga who be always talking about business
Bullshit.
and numbers, how does that not factor in? You
swear to
always
God.
bringing up niggas'
she
numbers.
independent?
You always bring up niggas' numbers.
Cuddy Bear,
Always.
Cuddy Bear, can I ask you a question?
Always.
Cuddy Bear, can you grab
So
your
how does that not matter
Cuddy
now?
Bear, can you grab your phone?
Yeah, grab the phone.
Grab your
Call
phone.
niggas up.
Today,
We'll have to call your boy
epitome,
up.
today, epitome, aka Nerdy Niggas Trap 2,
Yeah.
aka Vibe God, has not said a single fucking thing about numbers, nigga.
All right, but you the numbers nigga. But
Not
you the
today.
numbers nigga.
Not today.
Not today. Not today.
Not today.
Oh,
I be
Tink is
damned.
signed to Empire, so that's probably why.
She's gonna get shot next.
Yeah, Empire is
Come on,
a scary
hey,
place.
Relax.
It's a scary.
You
Yeah,
gotta
don't
relax.
manifest
You
that. We
gotta
love
relax,
Tink.
man. You
We
gotta,
do
you gotta
love
appreciate
Tink.
black people more than
You
that.
gonna
bro.
put her in the 5 or not?
I'm not because and maybe because it's
So
she's
you-
helped maybe because of other entities.
So you're not putting her in the 5 because of popularity.
That's what it sounds like.
You're saying that she's not top 5 because of her popularity.
That's what it
Not
sound
because of
like.
her skill, not because of her writing, but because of her popularity. That is the craziest shit I've ever
It
heard
hurts.
from
It hurts, bro.
It does hurt. It does hurt. But I think yeah, I'm gonna
He said, but that's what it is.
you. It is what it is.
yeah.
For this week's episode of Rhythm and Brunch, Dutch has become me. Dutch has become the person he never wanted to become. He's a numbers nigga.
Damn.
I mean, but really,
So when she get that billboard-
but I think that you guys are really putting a lot of emphasis on just how dope that person is. Somebody can be as dope as they want, but you still got to put the projects out. You still have to complete.
We're talking about
She is
Tink.
putting
All
the
right, so
projects
listen.
out.
All right, listen.
Tink got several projects.
All right. So Tink has, I think, one that should have put her over.
You're saying out of all of her projects,
Yeah.
only a couple are
Yeah,
good, is what
yeah.
you're saying.
Not a couple are good. A couple should have put her in that conversation, but it did not. That's literally all I'm saying.
I got you.
Because all the people that we're talking about are in the conversations. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, at the same time, I also recognize Tink could fucking write for all these. She will create hits for everybody in the conversation. Unfortunately, that's kind of part of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Even with Chloe, Chloe, I think she's more talented than everyone that we named. That's in the pen. That's way up there. Blah blah blah. I think that's why she got the honorable mention, because we recognize how fucking hard she is. She's hard. I mean, did you see her do the period nigga? It sounded like nigga. I will send that to you. Mello. The period.
Young Baby Tate did one.
She did a verse to that.
Yeah.
It sounded like, and this is her like off the phone. It sounded like a fucking like you engineered that motherfucker.
know,
So
I've
all I'm saying is, I understand that Tink is extremely talented. Extremely. She's probably one of the most talented people on the planet, but she hasn't got there yet. She hasn't hit that thing yet. She's getting there. People are talking about it. The highest levels of people are talking about Tink. She has to, she ain't got. She got to hit that little part.
You have never sounded like such a hater until today.
I'm not. I love Tink. I mean,
okay.
I send men her fucking albums because I'm like,
It's
yo,
okay.
she puts on.
Cool, bro.
She puts on. But listen,
I've
man.
been there before.
But listen, man. This listen, man. We gonna wrap this podcast up, man. Goddamn.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead, man.
We talked about top 5 women.
Top 4, actually.
Well, it's top 5 now.
Well, male
You
R&B.
putting scissor or not scissor, but Snow in there.
You got to put her in there.
All
And
right.
if you're wrong, if you say I'm wrong, I'll fight you right now.
Top 5 male R&B is
I
where you
want to
want.
know your top 5 male R&B. And we can save it for next episode. I want you to really think about it.
Let's save that for next episode.
We'll save it, but I want to really hear it because you can't put Mac Esther in there.
That's easy. You talking about if you using that same conversation shit that you doing
Yeah,
against Tink?
that's why I can't
None
wait.
of your niggas can be
I
in
can't
there.
wait.
That J Powell nigga can't be in there.
Yeah.
Rennie can't be in there. None of your niggas can be in
I
there.
can't wait to hear your top 5.
My top
know
5
what?
is Lucky Day.
This nigga gonna give it right now. Let's go. Go.
R&B.
R&B.
This nigga ain't got him. He ain't even got him yet.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
Anyway.
Lucky Day.
No,
And then
no,
you got LA. Y'all know who LA is,
keep,
right?
Keep cooking on the top 5, but let's
we
dive
gotta
into
go.
this on the next episode.
Make sure
Top
that
5 is
y'all,
definitely something I
if
want to
y'all
do.
want to support us,
I'm getting kicked
please
out, y'all.
donate to the PayPal. Please donate to the Cash App. It's right on the bottom.
I got music playing
Make
too, by the
sure
way.
you
Even on the
donate.
bottom, just to let you know, the people who are just listening, it is Cash App, Rhythm and Brunch Pod. If you want to support and help us grow, because we will be growing one of the best podcasts in Kansas City. Aside from that, one thing that we
world.
want to retouch on, if we, I think we touched on it a little bit before, but we want to retouch on is RP P&B Rock, RP Jesse
sir.
Powell.
Absolutely.
We lost two people in our culture.
Please make sure
the
you
dopest
follow
of the culture.
Dynasty Apparel.
Please follow Dynasty Apparel, IG Dynasty Apparel.
APPAREL, and the Twitter is DYNASTIAPPAREL1.
Thank you so
Hey,
much for
look.
tuning in again for the Rhythm and Brunch podcast. Thank you again. Cut. Go ahead and say what you got to say, bro.
If you fuck with one of my homeboys, leave me alone.
Hey, yo.
You already know what it is, man.
I love how quick Mello trying to wrap this up, though. He's like, hey, y'all. All right, y'all. So
We probably at 2 hours.
we done. We done, y'all. Stop talking, niggas.
Because if I had all day, I'd be here all day, but we know, man. We gotta
gotta
keep
go,
it rocking.
man.
Straight out.
Appreciate y'all, man. Episode
Appreciate
9, man.
y'all.
Shea Butter Baby.